To Helmut Kohl. Joachim Biederlich joins us from the German capital. Thank you for speaking with us on France 24.
Good evening. Pleasure.
In his speech at the Sorbonne last year, Emmanuel Macron wanted to go much faster, much deeper towards a federal Europe, and he wanted closer ties with the Germans. The final document barely mentions the euro, no longer includes pledges on carbon pricing. Just how underwhelming is it to Europhiles?
Well, for me, I compare this treaty with the Treaty of the Elysee 56 years ago. When you read this treaty today, or going back at that time, this treaty had to be fulfilled. It was a basis for further cooperation. If you read well this treaty, again now, the Treaty of Aachen is again a treaty describing future areas of cooperation. I take this example of trans-border cooperation. Both border regions could much do better and more in order to be, let's even perhaps a bit more pro-European, but to help the border regions in a better way on, for example, transportation, on health questions, universities, schools, etc. What they need is the necessary competence on both sides. Or the French have been reluctant to this in the past. Now we have a solid basis for pushing this cooperation, perhaps even as a sort of laboratory for Europe as a whole, if you want. So, excellent basis. In the military field, for the first time, this treaty is writing down, let's say, not the final goal, but the differences. We have to come nearer with the French. There is a real difference with regard to traditions, to the use of the military between France and Germany. And if we want to reinforce, to strengthen cooperation, we have to look deeper into these details. Or you may express it in a totally different way. I heard mentioning eroding sovereignty. No, we can only win back sovereignty by a more strengthened cooperation, by a better cooperation.
Well, let's pick up on the 2 points.
This could be the model for the Europeans.
Let's pick up on the two examples you give. First, the cross-border cooperation. Right now, you do have concrete examples, like, for instance, the new tramway line in Strasbourg, which goes across the Rhine into the German town of Kiel.
Heroic attempt.
But yes. Concretely, how do you further that cross-border cooperation between areas like Aachen and across the border in Lorraine?
I give you an example between my home area, which is the Saarland, and Lorraine. Up till now, someone with a health incident on the French side, near the border, had to go to the next, to be transported to the next French hospital, which is Metz, which is 60 kilometers away, instead of being headed to the next German hospital, which is just 6 kilometers across the border. And there now, both sides will be able to set up a stronger cooperation in this field. For example, today we have perhaps a tram between Strasbourg and Kiel, but we don't have the same liaison between the Saarland and Lorraine, because some French engineers have some doubts about this, technically and security. We can develop there new options, new ideas for the sake of the people in the area. Cooperation of universities. Everyone knows the weaknesses of these universities in border regions, not in the great, let's say, capitals or the great cities. They should much more cooperate, specialize in various fields.